Thank you, Raul, and thank you for the invitation and the opportunity for us to speak. My name is Frans. The rest, forget it. Different pronunciations over there possible. I'm the senior vetting manager of INTERTANKO. If people ask me what I'm vetting, nothing. I'm not vetting at all. But what is vetting? Vetting is, if you go to the Cambridge dictionary, you will find something like examining something or somebody to see if it's good to be used. Now, go back to the 70s, where we had quite some catastrophes with tankers, and you can see I'm not the youngest one anymore, but I remember when I was sailing that basically the oil majors, they do not want to have their name on the first page of a newspaper. That's all it is. So they come on board and they vet your ship, and they vet in the meantime the company, and they want to make sure that the cargo, the liquid, goes from A to B without any issue, without having their name on the first page of the newspaper. Now, at that time when I was sailing, in every port we had one of them coming on board, because the next voyage was, well, be it for BP, for Exxon, for Total, name them all. So in every port we had an inspector coming on board, and then happily there was some smart guys who said, why can you not regulate this better and come together and sit together and make sort of standard that we only have one inspector coming on board once per year at that time, once per year, and everybody accepts this report from this guy. So that's where vetting coming from. Now, a couple of words for those who do not know INTERTANKO. INTERTANKO, an association of tanker owners, about 390 members now. We have like, I don't know what happened with the slide, but about 4,000 ships, a bit less than 4,000 ships. We had more members before, but due to companies going together, etc., number of ships is a bit steady, but due to consolidations, we had a bit less members in the association. What is our idea, or what is the purpose of INTERTANKO, is to bring these people together. We want to be a forum where people can discuss their own issues. We want also to be an advisor for them, and we want to be a champion. For example, we are representing the tanker owners in IMO, etc. So we have 4 strategic objectives: to develop and promote best practices, to be a positive and proactive influence with the stakeholders, profile and promote the tanker industry, and to provide key service to our members. How does it work? Members meeting members, members discussing with members. This is our committee structure. You can see in the center the human element in shipping committee, and Raul is member of this committee since years. Thank you very much, Raul, for that. And then we have the vetting committees, the safety and technical committee, etc. It is not us as a secretariat. We are just arranging all the things that these people the experts can come together and discuss where we can improve the industry. Also very short, we have a strategic work plan which is set up by our members every year, or every 2 years, reviewed every 2 years, and that's a bit the work areas where we focus on. Here again, the human element has a very important place there, environment, and the quality operations, the vetting part, where I come in. So the key issues of 2023, what are we working on? Environmental protection. reducing greenhouse gas emission from ships, the seafarers and the human element, security, and then this last part, the tanker risk management. Also commercial sustainability, environmental protection and commercial sustainability. This is the key issues for this year where we are working on. Like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about SIRE, the inspection program which has been set up by OCIMF. People think, because I'm talking about it, that it's an INTERTANKO product. It is not, it is a knockoff product. But what we have done, those of the tanker industry, they know that if you look, for example, to the Mach 4, the Mach 4 was dumped onto the industry. Take it as of when is that applicable to the ships? That's as for tomorrow. Now with the SIRE 2.0, that's not the case. They really came to us, they came to different industry associations and said, this is a plan, we want to roll this out, can you help us to streamline this? Now, why SIRE 2.0? This is from ITOP, the International Tanker Owner Pollution Fund, statistics available on their website, and you can see that this is from the 70s. This is the number of oil spills of more than 7 tons. This is where we come from, the 70s, going down all the way to 2021. This is the amount, the red graph, is the amount of oil and chemicals and all liquids transported over the last 50 years. So, here we talked about a little, what did we do in the industry? A lot about technical issues. You remember the single hulls, which disappeared. A lot of technical improvements. Here you can see it's going better and better thanks to the ISM, the TMSA, etc. But we are not there yet. Now, this one, yeah, is thanks to you all. Everybody in the industry did so much efforts to improve our performance. But like you can see, we all want to 0 accidents, 0 pollutions and 0 spills. We are not there yet. So, OCIMF invited us to see what can we do to improve this. Other graphs. This is from the EMSA. The total number of reported marine casualties, 2014, 2020, a little bit the same story. It's flattening, it's plateauing. We are not going to 0. And if you go to the same report of EMSA, and you see where does that come from, what is the problem, where do we have as an industry to concentrate on, that's apparently on the human factor, on the human action. Now, you probably all know that technology is going forward, it's getting better, systems are put in place, procedures, process, etc. are improved. But what can we do to improve the human factor in the industry as a whole? I will always want to point out with these ones, all these statistics do not say or do not prove how much incidents have been avoided by your crew. Your crew has been trained and they have been avoiding a lot of incidents, a lot of accidents. I'm sure about that one. This is not coming out of these graphs, of course. So, what's the plan with the SIRE 2.0? SIRE 2.0 inspection program, an inspector going on board, looking at the ship, and the procedures on board, the humans, how are they interacting with each other, and nothing new, the HVPQ is already there, the harmonized vessel questionnaire, the particular questionnaire. Officers matrix, we know that, how long is the master on board, how long is the master in his position, all these kind of things. certificate repository was already there also, since the remote inspections which were implemented thanks to the pandemic. Because before, an inspector would come on board and would spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours with the captain going through paperwork. How can you assess if the ship is okay if you just need to look at paperwork? So this will be sent to OCIMP beforehand. A pre-inspection questionnaire and photographs. Happily, they will accept photographs now. The pre-inspection questionnaire is more like when was the last visit of your marine superintendent, when was the last visit of your technical superintendent and your CEO, when was the last drill, etc. All this information will already be provided beforehand. Same for the photographs, very specific, about 40 photographs which have to be provided to OCIMP system. And then the inspector will not come on board again with all the same questions which he had before. He will come with a compiled vessel inspection questionnaire, which means that a lot of information which was there before will already be set apart and not needed for the inspection anymore. Where we have altogether here in the SIRE, the actual SIRE inspection, and the SIRE 2, about 200 questions. The last test, which was done because testing is ongoing, the inspector came on board with 90 questions. So really, really good thing. So and instead of coming on board with paperwork, he will come on board with a tablet. And the tablet will have all the questions which need to be put on board. So, the pre-inspection questionnaire, and those who are here who know how the SIRE inspections go, we have seen 3 trial inspections now, transition inspections, the last month, this month actually. Yeah. In all three, there were negative observations on the information which was provided by the operator. Nothing to see with the ship. So you as operators, make sure that the information what you provide is correct. Yeah. So this is a bit of information what is needed in the pre-inspection questionnaire. I'm not going to dwell on this one. And this is how it's going to look like. So an inspector comes on board, inspects a certain area, comes with a question, and he will have the choice of the hardware. Is something working? Is it not working? Quite simple, yes and no. Yeah. The process, a lot of questions on the process. Not only with the captain, also with the bosun. Bosun, are you doing this or that on board? How are you doing? Why are you doing? Where is the procedures of your operator? So a lot of questions there. And then last but not least, the human part. This is how it looks like. The hardware response, it's quite straightforward. This is how the questionnaire is built up, let's say. Same for the process, yes, the process, and then the observation of the human response. And this is going to be very interesting with people like Ragwell and OTG in general. So the performance indicating factors, we'll see if the human can, if somebody who was interviewed, you will have a copy of this, no problem. Does he recognize the safety criticality of his task? There are other things. Does he have the opportunity to learn or practice? So very detailed data which will be built by OCIMP, and then hopefully, remember a few slides before, this flat, this plateauing of the pollutions it was over there. Yeah, hopefully we can get this down with a better human performance. The plan of the rollout, very important. Phase 1 will start in May of this year. Like I said, there were already a couple of inspections done just to try out the software, the tablet, if it works in every environment, etc. This will take about 1 month. Then, seeing if everything goes well with the IT, the exchanges, etc. We go to phase 2. After that will then be 1 month of phase 1 plus a month of evaluating, etc. So we are already almost in the summertime. Then here, just after the summer, I would say phase 3, because this will take place. This will take some month, and I will come back to that. And phase 4 is switching off VIQ set. And we expect this to happen at the earliest in November of this year. Yeah. Now, if you are operators of tankers, here you will have the chance, phase 3, to go through a SIRE 2 inspection. You can contact the oil majors, make an agreement, etc. with them, purely for training. Somebody will have to pay for it, will be you yourself, but as a training tool, it will be great, of course. The oil majors will not be allowed to use this as commercial tool, so to accept ordinary ship. Difficult. Still discussions ongoing, because if I am a screener in an oil major company, and I'm a screener, I have to use all the available information to me, be it the operator, how you are operating, the port state control data, but also all the data that I have available. Yeah, so here he will have the data available that he is not allowed to use. You know, it's going to be a bit difficult. But anyway, what we are doing now in INTERTANKO, and here again, thank you for Raul to reflect on this one with us. The new questionnaire is 1,397 pages. 1,397. This is not a joke. This is really, yeah. But there's only 200 questions. There's a lot of information, extra information over there. What a seafarer not really needs. He can refer to it, but he doesn't need. In the meantime, we have about in total 2,000 pages of information on the OKINF website. It's massive. So what we are looking at is to look at something simplified, that the seafarer, in possible seafarer's language, yeah, with pictograms and with the core text as short as possible, that every seafarer can understand and read. And we are looking together with OTG what we can do together to filter this in electronic version. Last, so for those who like SIRE 2.0 or who have to comply with it one day, be proactive, start to review your TMSA. If the opportunity arises, phase 3, go for this, go for the testing and inspections. This is, and put it in your budget as training, because this is going to be very important. The PIQ, the pre-inspection questionnaire, very, very important that you take 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours more to make sure that the information is correct in there. Start preparing your photos, 40 pictures. You know, it's not so easy from the hull of your ship. If people are doing now a lifeboat drill, tell them to make some pictures and to upload it on your system. And then this is going to be the most difficult part. The charters, how do they assess a ship? They say, oh, you have a SIRE inspection with 5 observations, forget it. Another one with 4 observations, maybe we take it. This is not going to be anymore number counting. This is going to be much more in depth, much more data available for you. So that was it from my end. Thank you so much.